because you're so old now.
Yeah.
You're really old now.
Yeah.
And who is that? Your sister?
My sister.
Cute. Just two, you and your
Yeah,
sister?
that's it.
Just two of y'all.
Uh-huh. I was 17 in that picture, and I'm 29 now.
Yeah, well, we might need to bring you a walker.
Yeah, I think
Walker,
Yeah.
crutches or something.
Yeah.
How old's your sister?
She just turned 26.
Well, that's a neat picture.
17.
I truly am impressed that you're already this far along. I am slow. I am not quite as fast as you have gotten. I have to have my questions, but
Yeah, I'm like that.
Are
too.
you
I
like
can't
that too?
remember things.
ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Natasha, thank you so much first for letting us come in your home and talk to you today. It's really sweet of you because it's kind of weird to have two strangers coming in and saying we want to talk to you about your life situation, which I'm sure has not been great, and we appreciate you giving us the time to share it with us. How about we'll start with, how did you become homeless? What is your story of your homelessness?
I was living in Pine Ridge Apartments, and the landlord over there did not like me, so she was finding any reason to get me out of there. Well, I had got in an argument with my boyfriend, and the police got called out there. And the next day, she came and served me with eviction notice. And I had 30 days to get out, so I had a friend that called and told me about the Upstate Homeless Collision. So I called, and right before I got evicted, I got in here. It was like, I guess, probably within a week of my eviction date, I got put into Upstate Homeless Collision.
So that was very,
Yes.
very lucky, right?
I was very lucky.
Well, what did you do in that week time frame? Did you have somewhere to stay?
Well, I was staying in the apartment still.
Oh, okay.
Because, see, I still had a week at the apartment before I had to get out. So I stayed there up until, I think it was 2 days before I was supposed to be out, and that's when I got in here.
Okay.
What would your options have been had you not found this place?
I would have had to see if I could stay with a friend or someone. I don't really know what I would have done, because I had nowhere to go.
Can I ask, were you working at the time, or are you working now?
I'm trying to get my disability started. So
Oh, okay.
it's kind of hard. I would have had nowhere to go, and my boyfriend, which is still my boyfriend at the time, he was in and out of jobs. He was trying to find a job. We had nothing, and then we got in this program, and it helped us out a whole lot.
Okay.
A whole lot.
So you didn't have to go a time frame of having to actually be on the street.
No. No.
Okay, so you weren't, and you had food.
We can pause.
Did you always?
Yes,
All right.
Okay, now you're back on.
So, by the grace of God, you did not have to be on the street. Thank goodness.
Yes.
And your boyfriend, y'all didn't. So, how did you find out about how were you able to connect with the Upstate Coalition for the Homeless?
A friend of mine had gave me the number, and I had called and talked to Sherry, and thank goodness she had something open right away. And we had to have an interview and, have a drug test and all that, and everything went good. And, she had, she said it had to have some cleaning done, so she done all that, and then she called me and told me that I could come get the key. I was ready to move in.
How did that make you feel?
Oh, I was so happy, so relieved that I didn't have to, depend on nobody else or, have to live on the streets.
Absolutely.
Because that was the last place I wanted to be.
Yeah, and you and your boyfriend, you didn't really, had this not worked out, you didn't have anywhere
We
to
didn't
go,
have nowhere
right?
to go. No.
Did you find that the process with Upstate Upstate
Homeless Coalition.
Homeless Coalition was very easy to work with, and that
Oh,
well,
yes. Oh, yes.
Who was most helpful to you when you were working with them?
Sherry.
Sherry.
Mhm.
So Sherry's a pretty good gal, right?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. She helped me out a whole lot. And Stacy did, too. which would come over here and help me with counseling and stuff.
Uh-huh.
She helped me out a lot too.
Okay.
They both were very good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So have you made goals and plans kind of for yourself, say, for what would you like to be doing in the next 5 years?
I would like to have my disability started, being able to get in my own home, even if it's rent to own,
Mm-hmm.
to have something of my own.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because right now we're living here and we're paying rent. But I want to have something that I can rent to own that'll be mine.
Right.
You know, I don't want to have to rent all my life and not have anything.
Right.
You know, but with my medical condition, I can't work.
Were you hurt on the job or hurt in an accident? Or?
I have mental problems.
Okay.
So I've been fighting this since '95.
Whoa.
So it's severe.
Okay.
And I've been trying to get my disability going on 5 years, but I've had 3 attorneys. And this one that I have now, I think is going to do it. Don Pilzer out of Greenville. He's supposed to be a good attorney.
Okay.
And he's been keeping me updated and everything. So
Okay.
I'm hoping.
Then your disability would allow you to be pretty much self-sufficient, you think?
Well, no. I mean, I think it would help out with my fiance's income.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would help us out a lot, though.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Even though it'd be a little bit of money, it'd be better than nothing.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
That way I feel like I can help, too.
Okay.
You know. Because I feel like I'm not doing anything. Not
Okay.
being able to provide either.
Well, when we get this facility built, maybe you can come and help us there, because that's what we want to do that's what our whole mission is we are building, you know, a transitional facility
Yeah.
for homeless, and we might be knocking on your door here or wherever you are. And I have a son that's mentally ill and is on disability.
Oh, really?
And so there's hope you can do it too.
Yeah.
He did it, and you'll get it. You will eventually get it. And he works a little bit,
Yeah.
and it's more of a volunteer type thing. So see,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
things that you can, you know, that you'll be able to do, and it will make you feel better about
Yeah.
yourself. Because I'm sure you don't want to just sit here and veg.
Mm.
No,
No.
no, I know you don't. So, that's great. So you think this attorney will be able to
I think he's been really good with me.
to help you?
Yeah.
So as far then as goals, your goals are more toward monitoring and taking care of your mental health issues than to actually, quote, have a vocation or a career.
Yeah. It's trying to get better. I mean, I just want to get better and be able to deal with my problems better than I am now.
Right.
It's been, like I said, it's been real hard.
I'm sure it has.
And I'm trying to
Sure.
fight. I've been fighting for a long
For a
time.
long time.
Yeah. So I just want to get better with that and, you know, keep going to counseling and stay on my medicine.
Right. Stay on those meds.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to go off my medication.
Right.
Yeah.
How are you able to pay for your medications right now?
Mental health covers them.
Okay.
Thank goodness, yeah.
Okay.
If it wasn't for mental health, I don't know what I would do. Because the medicine is so expensive. It's outrageous.
Got it. Got it. I got a daughter with asthma. I understand.
Yeah, it's just
Terrible.
terrible.
Yeah. And through your disability, you'll be able to have and attain the
Yeah.
counseling also,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
That's super.
Yeah.
That's
So,
great.
but I've been going to counseling and doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, I've had rough times, I've had good times, but, you know, I'm still trying.
Well, one good thing is, thank God, you've not been on the street.
Yeah.
You haven't had, you all didn't have to go
To that.
to that extreme.
Okay.
Natasha, is there anything that you could offer to Dan and myself? Asking us anything or offer us anything about what our project is and what we're trying to do for this community, well, of Oconee County, this area, from your experiences?
Okay. You're trying to build a shelter for someone?
Mm-hmm.
A transitional shelter for women, men, and children.
I think that's very good. I think.
Do you think the process that the upstate has in place would be a good process for us to try to duplicate in our facility?
I think so.
Okay.
I really do. Because I know I see a lot of people walking the streets, and it's sad. It really
Oh,
is.
it's terrible.
I feel so bad. I know this one man in Seneca. He is living in the woods. I mean, he is staying in the woods. He's got a bed out there and just got his stuff out there like it's his house. And I mean, I feel bad for people like that.
Sure.
And a lot of the people out here, though, are on drugs and take advantage of what they can get. And that's, I don't think people like that deserve help with a place to live. I think they need to get help with their drug problem, But the ones that do need help and don't have a place, I think they deserve to have somewhere to go.
I think the policy at the Miracle Hill is that before anybody with a drug problem can come in, they have had to go through detox before they even allow them in.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be good.
And then they go through a rehab program. So while they're at Miracle Hill, so I've kind of looked at that aspect of it. Yeah, and I agree with your perspective.
I think that'd be good because there's a lot of them out here that are just hooked on drugs and don't care where they go.
Right.
And it's sad. It really is. But they need to get help.
Right.
But there is a lot of them out here that just don't have nowhere to go. And the way the weather is, it's so cold, and not having a home. I mean, it really hurts my feelings when I see people walking
Can't
around.
imagine that. That's what Dan and I were saying. I cannot even imagine that.
It's just so sad. And it seems like, their families would try to help them. But a lot of people, their family just don't care.
Yeah, a lot of hard feelings, and they give up.
But I think it would be a good thing.
I think that would be a very good thing for what you were saying about the help for drugs, and then transitioning through our facility that we're going to build.
I think it would be. I really do. Because I think there needs to be a shelter around in this area. Because they have them in Anderson and Greenville, but we don't have nothing here.
Right.
And I think it would help out a lot.
I think so too. I'm glad to hear you give us that input.
I do.
Do you speaking of knowing the gentleman that is homeless here in town, do you know if any of the others that are out there, maybe are they veterans, or are they, do you know?
I don't know, but most of the people that I see walking and don't have places to go are older black men or black women that just don't have nowhere to go. And I don't know if the drugs are an issue,
Right.
I don't know much about them.
Right.
I just see them. And they all go to the soup kitchen and eat lunch. And it breaks my heart to see people like that. And, I wish I could help them, but, there's not much I can do. I've even went into my cabinet and, thought about bringing them, food to the soup kitchen to help out. Because I feel so bad for people like that.
Well, that's great.
I
You
really
thought
do.
that. That's super.
I do. I mean, I wish I could help people. Even if I could give them clothes, old clothes that I don't
That's
wear.
right. That's a super way to help.
I mean, I just feel sorry for them. Because I know if I would have been out there, I hope somebody would have felt the same way for me. But I do think it's a good idea to do that. I think it would help a lot of people in Seneca.
To have this facility. Because you feel there is a strong need.
Yeah, I do. I do, and I think the drug screening is the best thing for it. Cause
Yeah, probably wouldn't be allowed in without it.
yeah, I think that's good.
It's, you just, especially if you're going to have women with children and so forth in the facility, even though they'll be separate from the men, you have to take all the precautions possible.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Where's it going to be built at?
Right across from the post office.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, in that vacant lot.
Oh, okay.
If you know where the soup kitchen's at, we'll be across the street. That vacant lot, that's ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's a sign down there.
Oh, okay.
Future home of our daily rest is what it says.
That's going to be good.
So, we're excited.
I bet so.
We're very
That's
excited
really
about
good.
it.
That's real good.
And we're also excited that you're getting some help too. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because I know that Dan has had some experiences within family with mental health issues, and I have a son with mental health issues, and it's tough. It's very tough. You know, you're walking in those shoes, you're dealing with it.
Mhm.
And please take your meds.
I will.
Stay off of drugs.
Oh, I don't. Never
And-
done any drugs.
And, you know, life will get better.
That's what I keep telling
Life
myself.
will get better.
It's gonna get better. I know it gets worse, but it will get better.
It will get better. It will, and it sounds promising.
Well, it'll get better, and then you'll get old.
That's right. Gets better, then you'll be old like us. But that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And we're both thrilled that you did not have to spend time on the street.
I am too. If it wasn't for upstate homeless, I don't know what I would have done. And I still talk to Sherry all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
I do.
I'm sure.
I call her all the time
That's great. She seems like a sweet lady.
just to talk to her.
Just to talk to her. And I'm sure she's always there
She
for you.
is. She is. Yeah. But I am very thankful.
Well, we're very thankful that you would allow us into your home
Uh,
to talk with you and share some time with you, and for you to share with us
yes.
some of the, you know, needs that you think that Seneca and
Yeah.
Oconee County needs.
Yes.
That's very helpful from your input to us. So, and we wish you the best.
Oh,
too.
thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, Sassy and Natasha, for talking to us.
You're
today.
welcome. Welcome.
Dan, you have anything?
No, that's okay.
She's
Thank you.
present for that. Oh, you're welcome.